Hello, me lovelies. Well, that was a scene from Prokofiev's amazing opera, The Love for Three Oranges. Um, Kelsey, will you tell Anne I forgot my password? It'll be a few minutes. Tell her which June said. Okay, man. Oh, God, you always get one done. You always get one's got to be late, fashionably late. But anyway, it's witch season. And as you can see, I'm Witch Hazel. And next, I will introduce you Witch Mass. Here's Witch Mass. And as you can see, she's got a witch's hat, which is a Christmas tree. And that's why we have Witchmas. See, you get it? And secondly, we have, oh God, this, she's tried hard, hasn't she? Oh God, I must say, she's tried hard to present herself for the occasion. Here's Glinda, the good witch of the West.
Good Witch of the North.
North, sorry. Good witch of the North. Sorry, Dawn. I must say, you went out of your way, didn't you, to get an athlete that matched that, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Look at us. We've been working
Well,
day and
that's
night.
just my natural face, Anne. I'm a delight.
See, this it. We've been days, haven't we, planning our look, haven't we?
Yeah.
Chrissie. But yeah,
I'm loving the hat.
I know
It's supposed to light
lo-
up, but the batteries must have run out.
It's lovely, isn't it? Say hello to you. How you, Kelsey, darling? Oh, here she is. Here she is. You haven't got, madam, before you get on, witchy name. Get your witchy name on. Oh God, you know what? Yeah, you know what? These pensioners, you have to. Oh, I suppose you have to be sympathetic to pensioners that they're not technically capable like the rest of us.
Sorry.
I know witchy name. Look here. Look, there we are. There's the standout one. There's the one that doesn't fit in, who hasn't done a witchy name. There's the one.
Thank you.
Just to make you feel, hey, it looks like you've got a hat on.
I know.
Doesn't it?
That's why it's us here.
Got this elaborate hat on. But anyway, go on.
Are you Chrissie? Are you Rach?
Hi.
You okay?
I'm not bad.
You?
Yeah. What's your witch name?
Witchmas. And I've got my Christmas hat on.
Oh, lovely. And what about you, Rach?
I'm Glinda, the Good Witch of the North, because I'm an absolute delight.
I was going to call myself Witch Emma, but I didn't think it'd be appropriate, so I'm going to
No.
call myself June instead.
You got to be nice. It's Christmas.
Well,
I'm trying.
she couldn't be asked asking me what my name was.
I know what yours is. Witch Hazel.
There we are. That's it. Witch Hazel, for those who are dead old, will know that's from HR Puff and stuff. Witch Hazel, who was, that was a brilliant series, that. Absolutely brilliant series. Anyway, so say hello, Bibby, hello, Welsh girl. Do you know, I keep on forgetting to put me.
Hello, everyone.
So it's been absolutely, I say, wonderful to have you all on here again. And we've got a quizzy quiz, which we're going to do. Got some good questions in this quizzy quiz, which I'm sure you'll all get. But first of all, I've got to explain to Glinda, the Good Witch of the North.
Oh God!
I told you, didn't
schooled.
I? Yeah, the Good Witch of the North. Have you heard the theory about her? She's not the film. This is the film with Judy Garland. I'm not talking about the book. The book is completely different from the film. But in the film, is she actually good or not, Glinda? Think of what she does.
Clue who Glinda is.
She's the one with the big
pink one in
dress.
Wizard of Oz.
She's got the same colour hair as Rachel.
Right, okay.
She's the one that's, if you actually look at it, and it's true when you look at it, what she did, she gets Dorothy there, knowing full well that all that Dorothy has to do is put the shoes on, click heels 3 times, she'll go back home, but she doesn't tell her.
She's teaching her a life lesson.
No, listen, it doesn't say that. She doesn't say I'm teaching her a lesson. She just says at the end.
She doesn't have to say it. It's implied.
But get this right. What happens is she sends Dorothy off. She puts the shoes on her feet, knowing full well that the Wicked Witch of the West, who is the Wicked Witch of the North sister, who's pretty pissed that her sister's been killed by the house dropping on her. She puts the shoes on Dorothy, knowing that the only way the witch can get the shoes is to kill Dorothy. So she sends Dorothy off into these woods and these strange places to find the wizard. Like, can be killed at any time. There's no saying that she'll meet the scarecrow. There's no saying that she'll meet the lion. And don't forget, if there's one lion, there's more lions. And she could have been killed by one of the other lions. That might not have been a cowardly lion. So you go forward with it. Then she gets the wizard. The wizard decides to take her home, but does it in a balloon and flies off. So he's out of Oz then. Who has full reign then and power and puts
Glinda.
the scarecrow
Yeah.
in as king? An idiot. She puts an idiot as king. Glinda gains everything, but at any point, Dorothy could have been killed.
I'm still happy to be Glinda in that case. And
See? She could have been killed at any moment. And this is another good thing as well. When she first meets Dorothy, she says to her, "Are you a good witch or a bad witch?" And then, as the conversation goes on, Dorothy asks her. Dorothy says, "Oh, I always thought that witches were ugly." Glinda turns round to her and says, "Oh, only bad witches are ugly." So why the hell did she ask her if she was a bad witch or a good witch? It was an insult to poor Dorothy to say she was a moose.
that's terrible.
See, that's terrible. But anyway, that's my little lesson for what it's worth. So do you want to get the quiz out the way, ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do
It's
really
good.
bad.
Dead. Which singer has been ordered to remove a song due to
Adele.
plagiarism? Exactly. Who said that?
Me.
Good.
Well
What
done.
was the name of the song?
Ooh, the original started with an M, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, a song, isn't it?
Is
I
it
think.
the
Oh,
one
don't
with
know.
Eminem in?
Anyone in the chat know which song it is she's got in trouble over?
Rolling in the deep.
Nah, it starts with an M as well.
Think of a number.
Million something.
Million years ago.
Yeah.
I
Now,
don't know.
yeah,
I've never
million
heard it but I was
Let's
reading
get-
it on the toilet before.
Now, which singer was sued by Huey Lewis for plagiarizing his song, "I Want to Be a New Drug"?
I was just watching American Psycho the other night and that. Oh,
Who did he sue?
Come on, Rach.
I'll give you a clue. It's from a very famous film in the 80s.
Nah, I'm rubbish.
It was Ray Parker Jr. And
That was it.
What was the offending song?
I normally make Craig answer the music questions for me.
Ray Parker Jr., didn't he do the goat about the ghosts and that?
Ghostbusters, yeah.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters, he was sued over that, said that it was a rip-off of
go on,
Oh.
Mandy.
Yeah.
I Want to Be a New Drug. Here we are. Here's the top.
Oh, look.
one.
Nikki's
Go-
on fire in the chat.
Get your own fire.
No, Nikki's on fire in the chat with the answers.
Not literally.
Oh, yeah, seen that. Now, Nosferatu was in cinemas on New Year's Day. We nearly lost the original silent film forever to plagiarism, due to it being a blatant rip-off of which horror novel?
Dracula.
Exactly, and you would get that, Rach. Yeah, it was ordered that every copy be burnt and destroyed because it was obviously ripped off from Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
But only one copy survived, so we wouldn't have that masterpiece now, only for that.
It is a masterpiece as well.
Now, here we're getting all scientific. Here's where Mandy, you're going to get all these science questions because
Okay.
she's got a doctorate in science. If you get doctorates in science, I'm not sure whether you do or not, but you've got something in science, haven't you? Anyway,
I've got GCSE.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
good enough.
I've
GCSE.
got an A level in biology, if that helps.
Good.
No, I did an A level in chemistry.
I haven't got
I done mine when I was 13, you know.
No, 17.
Here we are.
I've
If
got
the
my clever
sun
side.
disappeared from our solar system now, right at this moment, what would happen to us at this exact moment? As if I'm
I'd freeze to death.
We're going to complete continuous darkness.
Would die.
Don't
Yeah.
forget, it's now at this moment. It goes now. What would happen to us now?
Would implode.
Anyone in the chat
be
know what's
depressed.
happened?
It would get really dark.
Yeah, and depressive.
Now, here we are. Baby's
Oh,
got
I
it.
rated this at absolutely nothing.
I
Nothing
can't
would
see
happen.
the chat.
What would happen would it takes 8 light years for
Yeah.
the it takes 8 minutes, 8 minutes. 8 minutes of light years at the speed of light
Very cleverly
to
worded question.
get to us. So actually, if the sun disappeared, we wouldn't know for 8 minutes. And also, gravity is also connected to it. So we wouldn't go spinning off in space like people think we would. But 8 minutes from now, it would be the end of the earth and humankind with
Oh,
everything.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, so 8 minutes it would take because light takes us 8 minutes to travel to the earth. That tells you how far away the sun actually is. It looks, when you see these diagrams, it looks like we're on top of it. No, Christ, it's far away. It's far, far away. So here we are. Now, how do scientists know that we will never be able to see the whole of the universe, no matter how advanced we become technologically? We'll never, ever, ever be able to see the whole of the universe. We'll only see a small part of it.
Because it doesn't have an end.
Well, we don't know that because we can't see
And
the end of it.
probably because we can't live long enough to get as far as it goes already.
Because
And
it
it's
keeps
really hot.
expanding.
Bibby's in the right area, but why is it because it's expanding we can't see it? We'll never see it no matter how advanced we become. Why is
Because
that expanding?
Cold. So doesn't it expand with the heat and then compresses with the cold?
What it is it's the edge of the universe, or they say the edge, but they don't know. They reckon we only see a tiny, tiny amount of the universe. It's expanding or accelerating faster than the speed of light on the outskirts. If it's expanding faster than the speed of light, we'll never be able to see it because the light can never reach us. And we've got to have the light reaching us before we can see it. So that's why we will never, ever, ever see it's a stupid question to say what's beyond the universe, but the fact is the universe is everything. So there's nothing. What do we expand into? Well, we don't expand into anything. We just expand. It's a silly question, really, when they go, what's
I
out
don't really
there?
want to
But
know.
as you say,
claustrophobic.
as Glinda says, it could be totally, there's no end to it. It could go on for it ever and ever and ever. Well, it does, in fact, because there's nothing else.
Well, if it's ever expanding, it does go on forever, really.
Yeah. Now, here we are. Here's something. Now, this is Chrissie's going to get this because she's the partner of a theatrical, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well, that means
In the
bottle.
a man in the entertainment industry, so she'll know this straight.
Drama queen.
Exactly, Mandy. Exactly.
Here we are. Hamlet's famous soliloquy, to be or not to be. What is he actually talking about in that soliloquy? To be or not to be?
That is the question.
Whether it be nobler to suffer the arrows or that business. Slings and arrows of outrageous force.
I know the words because it's on Billy Madison, but I don't know what he's talking about.
To be or not to be. That is
I've
the
got no clue.
Well,
He's talking about dying, like killing yourself, isn't he?
yep, exactly. He's talking about
I'm just thinking of the
a
words,
word-
yeah.
Yeah, a word you can't say. He's talking about unlife. It isn't that stupid saying that you have to look on YouTube.
Unlived.
So, God.
unlived.
Why don't he just say the word instead of silly things like that? But anyway, in which Shakespeare play does Puck appear?
Midsummer Night's Dream.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I do know me Shakespeare. I'm a bit of a
Now
freak.
here we are. Rachel will get this one. Because Rach is, as we know, she's a Bible basher. So she'll get this one. Yeah, she'll get this one. From which tree did the forbidden fruit Adam and Eve ate come from?
That was the
What
tree
was
in
the
the
name of
Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
What's the name of the tree?
Did
Apple.
the tree have a fucking name? What?
It's an apple
Okay.
tree.
Well, we don't actually know what fruit was on it, but it had a specific name.
The
I'll give
forbidden
you a
tree.
clue. They started to see things as they actually were when they bit this apple or bit this fruit.
They started to see things.
They started to know the difference between good and evil.
Was it not the tree of life?
No, but that's you've answered the second question. But no, it was the tree of knowledge.
Knowledge. Yeah.
That was it. 'Cause they suddenly could see the difference, or they had the potential to know what good and evil was.
I think
So-
baby's on Google.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
on Google.
Definitely. Anyway, the second one you've answered. What was the name of the other tree God hid from them? The tree of life. And why did he hide the tree of life from them? So he couldn't get at its fruit.
I don't know. To stop them from fornicating? I don't know.
To stop them living forever.
Yeah.
Because they could have lived. They were designed originally to live forever. And so once they ate from the tree of knowledge, God said, that's it, you're going to die. He
I
cares.
want to live forever.
So that's why we
I
die
want to
now.
learn how to fly.
Woo!
Sorry,
Why we-
that's
that's
the
why
tune that is.
human. Apparently, if you believe the Bible, that's why we die. We should live forever. But
So it's all
we
thanks to
died.
some numpty who ate an apple.
Who ate an apple? Yeah,
Oh
or
my
whatever
goodness.
it was. Could have been a
Well,
banana.
Got
Could
away
have
with
been
words, you, Rachel.
So wasn't that
Imagine the
good?
overpopulation problem, though. It's already
Oh.
bad enough as it is.
And apparently, you stop aging at 35.
That's what I was saying. You won't need Botox
I've
anymore.
just turned 36. I don't get Botox.
I
Neither do
do.
I.
Yeah, well, you'd never grow any older than 35.
I'm an owl.
I got ID'd buying a knife in Asda last week. I was over. It wasn't. It was Tesco. I was over the moon.
No,
Oh, I get that all the time. It
They
gets
wouldn't have thought I
annoying
was
when you
under
get older.
25.
I actually
Ah.
asked them to ID me. They never do. You know, they just assume I'm old. They do.
Oh, well, actually, when
You don't
met
look
me,
your
you
age,
didn't.
though, Mandy.
All
I'm a-
you ladies have met me, and as you know, I'm always asked for me.
You are a hot man, you. I'm telling
I'm
you.
gorgeous.
What a
I'm
lovely dress you
gorgeous.
had on, Anne. What a lovely
It was
dress.
beautiful, wasn't it? That was
You
was
look
me.
absolutely amazing.
That was me, Norma Desmond. Norma. I
Oh,
mean,
well,
it was a bit overdressed for the occasion, seeing as you lot came looking like bleeding bag ladies. But I did look special. I did look special. Anyway, so that's the quiz over. So what does everyone want to talk about? Has anyone got anything that they want to talk about?
I'm wrapping Christmas presents tonight.
What did you buy, Craig?
Oh, I did.
Can't say.
Craig
She can't say. You'd be listening.
is buying his own present, and I've given him money towards it
He's buying his own present.
because he wants a ridiculously expensive top.
Of course he does. He just wants. He's told
Does
me
he
about
want
one
the
top.
Balenciaga one?
No,
Andy,
no, not
I'm
no
not
more.
even going to go there about how much he told me his top.
It's
was
going
costing.
to be the Gucci
sickening.
polo shirt.
It's
Yeah, it is.
disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's like people like that should be. I think they should be bring back capital punishment for it. They should. The electric chair or hanging for.
I think hanging him
money
because
like
he
that.
bought a Balenciaga jumper is
Yeah.
a bit harsh, Anne.
Definitely, I think so. I think it should send out a message to people. No one should be that privileged when there's poor pensioners like me scared to put me eating on. That's all
Oh.
that. Are you there, Kelsey? Are you there, Kelsey? Don't forget, I've got to buy me a coffee. Don't forget, she's slack. She does slack. I'm telling you. Here we are. Oh, I've got to do this for Kelsey. Don't forget.
She's too busy getting drunk in Sharon's hot tub.
She better not do. Is she there? She hasn't crept off, has she? Actually,
No,
I'm
she's
sure
there.
Yeah.
she better be there. Oh, she knows better. Yeah, come on, Kelsey. Where's me buying me a coffee so this poor little pensioner doesn't have to freeze? Oh, do you know what? I'm freezing here now as we're talking. Oh, I can't afford because this evil karma. Oh, Keir Starmer, karma. Keir Starmer. I can't.
Oh, I don't like that man soul. You know, did you hear that recording of a man that he done about Liverpool?
No.
I'll send you it. It basically, you know, when they were doing the vote for Labour,
Yeah.
and they had to come to Liverpool. Well, someone been giving him shit outside. Sorry, someone had been giving him hassle outside, saying you're really a Tory, you. So what he says, he goes, I fucking hate Liverpool. Sorry for swearing. So
Oh yeah, I can imagine he would.
I'll
Hey?
say he'd be mortified. He's just a vile man, he is. He
Well, the
really-
thing
well,
is,
he's
right,
part of the reason Jimmy Savile got away with what he got away with for so long, and since that day, I've never liked him, to be fair.
Exactly. Because I
you
know he's
see,
full of it.
the thing is though, all of them let Jimmy Savile get away with it. All of them did, no
And
matter
the
what
King
party.
did.
Yeah, they all did, and that's the fact. And he's not the only one. And I keep on saying this: he's not the only one. There's
know.
others that have got away with it. So it's he wasn't a unique creature within, and it's not just the BBC; it's all of them. I saw it, evidence of it myself. Saw it. So, but it's sad to say because Liverpool is such a we are a Labour city, aren't we? It's
Yeah.
always been Labour. Only one time when we voted in the Lib Dems, but
They made it.
it's
But be with it being
always
the
been
near the docks and things like that, it'll be a working class city, same as up here, I would assume.
it's hated though here.
Yeah.
Hated Labour now because they're not Labour. I don't know what they are. But I know it's easy to go, oh, it's all their fault what's happening now. No, the Tories did a hell of a lot of damage. But it's like what we've got to replace them seems somehow more sinister. Very, very sinister. Strange.
Yeah.
But
Just full of it.
that's my view on it anyway. So what you've given him you've specified that he can only spend his money sensibly, haven't you, Chrissie?
No, of course not. It's not my money, it is.
Do you know what?
Chris, I hope you're not paying for that jumper for him.
No, I've given him some money towards I think he wants a Gucci polo shirt.
What's wrong? Oh, I'll have to have words with him. I will have to. Do you know what? I mean, at his age.
No,
I
they
mean, at
are
his
nice
age.
out some of the men's clothes that Gucci make it lovely and Balenciaga.
You can get knockoff versions that are just as good. I'm telling
Well,
you.
one of
He
my friends
wouldn't
said,
dare.
"Why don't you get my knockoff from DH Gate?" I was like, "Imagine, I'll never hear the end of that."
He would.
It's
He'd
got
never speak to you
Why
again.
don't you test him to see if he does now?
He would know.
Wait, we
I
were
know.
having conversations about it the other day, and he was like, "The knockoff stuff isn't even like the same designs. It's like a different design, but with the Gucci label on."
Yeah, that's true. It is.
He was like, "They won't even do it," and he spends all his time online shopping. So
It's
I've
just-
never been into labels. Never. Could never
I'm
stand
not
it.
bad, but I do like his jumper. I will say I like his Balenciaga jumper.
It's not bad.
I don't wear it, but I used to buy for Ardan, like, because it's the way the kids are in Liverpool, aren't they? And the
Oh
tech.
yeah, but I remember at the punk days, right? And they brought in the thing. It was fashionable to go to charity shops or what the Americans call thrift stores, and you'd get your clothes from there. It was considered a brilliant thing to make your own clothes from charity shops.
Yeah.
It was great back then. People,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
In the 10 year
then-
I've known him, I've never known him to wear a snide anything.
No,
The
I never
bloke
have.
wouldn't wear a snide shoelace.
because he's got too much money, Glinda. That's what it is. You want to take his money off him. That's what he wants. Take his
Need to
money
put a
off.
finger on your finger, Chrissie. We think you should get married.
Yeah,
now.
this is
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh
a
God.
party. Imagine it. You get loads of presents.
Well,
then
this-
and make sure everyone buys fake everything.
Yeah.
I
I'll get
tell you what,
Balenciaga teapot.
my neighbour, I don't know how many years used to go on to and say, will you bloody well get him into a church or a red shops and marry him? Because if you don't, you're going to be left destitute. I said, if he leaves you or does something. I said,
Destitute.
a house or anything. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I warned her for years, get a ring on your bleeding finger. Don't be a fool. Oh, I'm terrible with women over that. I say, don't. Just live with them. Get a ring on your bleeding finger and make it official so that if anything happens, at least you're going to get money off them, get provided for. Chrissy, think of it. Get that ring on your finger.
I never got
Oh,
provided for
yeah.
after my divorce. I never got nothing. So,
But again, did you have anything to give you?
yes.
Should have gone for it. Should
No.
have gone
I
for
can't
it.
even get divorced.
I don't even think you should have to force the father of your children to pay for his kids. And if he doesn't want to pay, that's down to him, isn't it?
Oh, no. If they're going to go around planting the little froggies and getting women to push the froggies out, I'm telling you now, they have to.
Never know that. Well,
Yeah.
I've always worked, you see, Anne. I've always worked. So, like, I've never had 10 pence off him, to be honest with you, because he's not a nice person anyway. So,
I know that a lot of women don't want it because they don't want contact with them.
yeah,
And
because
they
that
try-
means I'd
yeah.
have to speak to him then, wouldn't it? And I'm better off without him. So, that's why he's better off away from me and then do it that way. But I do think that Chrissie should get a ring on her finger, though.
Definitely.
Nah, I'm not bothered.
I
No,
think
'cause-
I wouldn't advise anybody to ever get married.
no, I wouldn't. But
Speaking from somebody who spent the last 7 years trying to get out of the last one, I wouldn't advise it.
No, it took me years to get my divorce, Rachel. Know what you mean? So
Oh, it can take. I was saying that when we were in the polls, it can take years and years to get a divorce. It's stupid the way it's absolutely planned. As I would
I've
say,
got a
it should be
lifetime
very.
restraining order against the bloke, and they still won't let us divorce him.
No, it can take it, but there's a certain time period, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 years.
6 years, you know.
5
Well, you
years
should
now,
be
and
able
I've
to
been.
get off.
It's not that simple. Not that simple.
Anyway, Crumbling Truth is asking, what's next for your channel, Chrissie? You're doing this thing at the moment, aren't you? The
It's finished now.
thing. Oh, was it the I'm a Celeb?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna make a Christmas wreath and I was gonna film it and put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do something? I thought that would be good.
Who's
I'm
that
going to
saying
be
Rach
making
singing
that.
for me? Fuck off. Oh, it's Ash, sorry.
What was that?
Cumbrian Truth thinks it's a Christmas
Sorry, lad.
tree. Our Christmas tree's here.
That looks
Oh,
lovely.
very pretty.
Do you want to see mine, Anne?
Yeah. Oh, very pretty. Oh, that's practically the same.
Ooh, I like your wall. They're blinds, aren't they? But they're
They're nice. That's a nice living room, isn't it?
yeah, very nice.
Very nice.
I'm not showing you mine. I'd have to get up. There's a picture
I
of it
just-
on Instagram.
Yeah.
God, I haven't had a Christmas tree.
I
for
made some of
years.
the baubles for it.
You did.
Good.
That on there.
Lovely. That's it.
Yeah.
Creative. That's what we want.
Trees, I like doing the Christmas tree. It's the only thing I like about it, to be honest with you. Is you like doing me tree.
Well, when I met Craig, he didn't have a Christmas tree and told me he didn't celebrate Christmas. So I persuaded
you-
him. What?
I've told you before, Chrissie, you let him have too much of his own mind.
Well,
You
I persuaded him to buy a tree, and it lived in the box the second year. Then he let me take it out the box, and it just lived in the middle of the room, up with nothing on it. And then the next year, he let me buy lights for it, and this year it's got.
He let you. He let you buy. Did you? That just hit my ears. He let you buy.
Yeah,
lights.
they know.
Yeah,
He
but it's
let
his
you.
tree. It's not mine. My tree's got lights, baubles, tinsel, a lot.
Oh God, I'm telling now, Chrissie, it's a good job he's not in a relationship with me because he'd bloody know not to question, not to defy my word when I tell him to do something. He'd
I don't know
have
why
to
she
just
puts up with
bloody
him. I
get
would have
on with it.
bludgeoned. Honestly, would have bludgeoned him to death by now.
But this, you
Their
have to
faces.
treat. You have to treat men, especially him. You have to treat like a child.
Well, he
If
must
you
be
don't
asleep 'cause
train
he's not
them, if
replied
you
while he's on
don't
the phone.
train them, they'll get their own way all the time. You have to say
He
to you,
hasn't
no.
spoken to me or Jimmy for like 2 or 3 hours, so I'm assuming he's probably asleep.
I think he's
Yeah.
fell asleep.
That's it. Don't put up with any messing from.
It-
You have to train them to do what they're told,
Yeah.
or they get willful.
Well, we were supposed to be going wreath making, like he said in his or he calls it wreath hunting in his vlog.
Yeah,
But well, I normally book a wreath making class with my friend, but we didn't manage to book one this year. So he said he'd IKEA do a free one. So he said he'd come with me, and then he was 40 minutes late.
Yeah.
So we didn't make it. So I bought an artificial one and loads of plants from artificial plant things from IKEA. Then I've been to like 2 different charity shops and bought like different baubles and stuff that I want to put on it.
Oh, brilliant. You'll have to show us it when you do it.
Yeah,
Gonna
that's,
have a
she's going
try.
to show us making it, actually making it.
So are you all sorted out for Christmas, and are you, Rach?
Absolutely not.
I don't celebrate Christmas.
Mandy, it's my twins' birthday on Christmas Eve.
Oh
It's
God.
the date. One, not my twins. My eldest, is 37 on the 23rd of December.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
37's a good age.
it's
The
not for me
twins.
because then people go 37. How old's the mother?
The twins are 11 on Christmas Eve. It's
Oh,
lethal.
I know, but you have to make it separate as well, don't you?
Yeah.
I used to always think it was sad when you get someone that was born on Christmas Day because you'd think, are they going to get just the one set
Yeah.
of presents?
My
I
friend's
think,
born on
you
Christmas
know,
Day and he celebrates his birthday in November.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it depends on whether you've got brothers or sisters. Because my friend's got 3 kids, and her youngest was born on Christmas Day. He was like a month and a half early, so they celebrate his birthday on his due date, like a month and a half later. Because
Oh, that's-
otherwise he wouldn't get a separate birthday. Whereas if he was an only child, I know someone's got an only child, they just get double the amount of presents.
But
yeah.
is it really double?
Well, probably
Or do they
not.
just wrap
but-
half of them in birthday paper?
Yeah, probably. But
I always used to make sure it was a separate day completely for it. You
Yeah,
know?
we do the birthday thing
Yeah.
till about 5 o'clock and then it turns to Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got to,
But
because it's not their fault, is it?
It's not their fault. No, it's their mother's fault for having a selective C-section on Christmas Eve. Like, absolute psychopath does that.
do you get to choose?
If it's a selective C-section, yeah, you get given a range and you can choose a date from that range.
No, mine
No,
was-
well, they must have all been nearish Christmas, I suppose.
yours
But
would
still, you'd at least have it like Boxing Day.
Yeah, but then if you want to drink on Christmas Day,
Did you choose for it to be on Christmas Eve?
They're my stepkids, but like they live with me.
Oh.
But their mum chose for a Christmas Eve, yeah.
Wow. Must be-
Absolute psycho.
Yeah, she's got to be, hasn't she? I never chose for Daryl to be born on that date. You know,
just happened.
just happens.
Psycho.
I
yeah,
know.
you just let it happen naturally. I mean, I know there was a thing in America to doing that. They'd actually, because of horoscopes, which seems
No, well,
stupid.
if you choose to have a C-section, like if you plan a C-section from the beginning, you get given like a 2-week period where you can choose the date within.
I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
realise it was that big. My sister's having a C-section, but this is her 3rd child, and she's had 2 C-sections. Like the first one, he's like my nephew's he's terminally unwell, so he needs a kidney transplant. And he's 11 now, though, and they told
Oh.
her to terminate him, and she didn't. So imagine if she had. Like he's 11 and just needs a he needs a new kidney, and he'll need it before he's a teenager. And then a second, like he was born early because of his complications, and then a second one was really big, so he was born early. And the thing, our body doesn't realize that pregnancy should last that long. So this time they've said she'll probably go early, and then they've just diagnosed her with gestational diabetes, so they're going to take her in.
Can't you only have so many of them, though? They can't keep on cutting it open, can they?
You can only have 3. I've had 3.
Yeah, because the scar tissue is going to get horrendous if you keep on having them, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah, I think if you go past 3, you've got to have a hysterectomy as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
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 She's
I
getting
think-
a hysterectomy as well this time, so.
Lucky bitch. Pardon me language.
That last on my last
Well,
one.
I think she's fed up now because she's always asking my dad for free donuts because my dad works for a bakery, and so he said I always go, can I get some free donuts, Dad? It's the works buffet, and he'll give us like a big bag of them, and like of like the ones that like the test ones and stuff from their little canteen, and he said so he took her some donuts with all the Christmas presents. The morning she got told by the doctors she has gestational diabetes, so she's devastated.
Oh, God.
I'm like, just eat one of them. Like you'll be all right with one. You can't eat 20 of them.
God.
Well, they even do to get these cravings, don't they?
Yeah.
Essentially,
We had cravings. My cravings were things like iced water. I mean, midwife had to tell us to stop drinking because I was drinking like between 8 and 10 litres of water a day. It was pretty dangerous.
When I was had twins, I was obsessed by full English cooked breakfasts every day, sometimes twice a day. I was like terrible. I was 14 stone 2 when I had the twins.
I went through a phase of iced water, a phase of chicken and mushroom pot noodles. I think that was about it, really. I didn't really have any mad cravings.
My mum used to eat chalk.
Yeah, a lot of women do.
Well, they reckon the weird cravings are a deficiency of some sort.
Yeah.
So that was probably like a calcium deficiency or something.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
coal was another famous one.
yeah, coal, another
Yeah,
one.
my mum was my mum liked raw sausages.
I had an urge to, this is a proper weird one and people are going to think I'm a complete freak, but I had an urge to like eat the contents of ashtrays and never ever did it. And I spoke to my midwife about it and she said it was a magnesium deficiency and they put us on some magnesium tablets and it stopped.
I'll tell you what that is as well, right? Because what I used to have when I was a kid, I used to have a fascination, burnt matches.
Did
you? I love sulphur. The smell of sulphur.
I'd actually eat the burnt matches. I used to love them. Now, I saw the television program years ago, and it was talking about people, who, when they get potatoes and the soil on them, they can't stop themselves licking the potato to get the soil and the crunch. And there's actually a compulsion called earth eating, where people have to eat clay or earth, and that's like that's where the chalk comes in. It's like it's a replacement for earth. What is it? Your body is craving it, and they said at the end, eating burnt matches is a form of this earth eating, and it's got a reason as well. As you say, it's the magnesium, but not only that. In nature, if an animal or a monkey or something eats something and they think they've eaten something that's bad for them, poisonous, what they'll do, they'll start eating soil or eating clay. And the clay absorbs the toxins from whatever they've eaten. And they said that's why we're compelled to do it. Some people have carried over that compulsion. It's just nature.
That's horrible.
I know.
But people do it. There's actually in America, the Mississippi, you can actually buy the soil from the Mississippi to put on food and ice cream. They go mad over it. Just soil. So yeah, absolutely. It's got a special name, but that's what it is. That's why people do it. So you're not unusual, Rach. Not unusual at all.
No, I don't. Like I say, it only happened when I was pregnant with me youngest. And like I say, it was just a magnesium deficiency. It's quite easily sorted.
Yeah, just take magnesium tablets. That's all you need to do. Take a few.
I didn't really eat when I was pregnant though, so I didn't really have cravings. I had like I was throwing up like 60 to 80 times a day. I had really, 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 really bad sickness all the way through.
That's horrible. I mean, I heard a woman years ago, and she was terrified of having another child because she said from the moment she was pregnant, she said she was every morning, all through her pregnancy, was ill. And she said,
it wasn't just mornings for me. It was from the second I woke up to the
she
second I
said
went to
that
bed.
she was the same. She said
they had to put us on like these mad tablets that they give cancer patients to stop us from being sick, and even that didn't really work very well.
Mad, that isn't it? Oh, and what's that JD's problem with you? What's his name? JVPJ.
Good lord.
I've been giving him hell, all week. Yeah, I have. He's really got it in for you, hasn't he?
He just
Hello. No.
He's got it in for everybody at the minute.
He's a tit. And he likes to give it out, but he can't take it back. He doesn't like it when I call him Burglar Jake, but he calls me really offensive names.
I know.
He said some horrible things about Chrissie, and it gets my back right up. It really does.
Well, this is what I said, the way he's calling Chrissie. This is the man that goes on. And also, this is absolutely disgusting. Because might as well say this because he's putting it out there. This saying, I said this the other day on the live when I don't know whether Cumbrian you were on at the time when it was saying this. Him turning around and making the allegations he is towards Chrissie. Say that Craig was the type that he got jealous and decided, right, I'm going to bounce her off the walls.
Yeah.
Because he heard him saying that.
Yeah.
That's what this is the man that's supposed to be so offended when people are disrespectful to women.
Well, I about his girl because he was calling Chrissie, on one of his things, so I was giving him hell.
I haven't heard anything he said. I heard like Craig said he was talking about me, but that was all I heard because I don't watch anything he puts on. So, and he's not saying it to piss me off. He's saying it to wind Craig up.
I know that.
But he's just Craig's not really.
He doesn't bite.
Like that.
He doesn't bite.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be attacking you, Chrissie. You shouldn't.
Well,
You know,
no,
But
well,
he's a coward.
he's got to the end of like not being able to wind Craig up, and he's losing the plot about it, isn't he? So he's
Yeah.
just grasping at straws. And I said, I don't know who he's calling names. 1, I'm slimmer than him. 2, I've got nicer teeth than him. And 3, I've got hair. Needs to sort
Because
himself
this is
out.
what they don't realize. You know, JDP, he only shows his top part.
no.
He can't call anyone fat.
No,
He
you
can't
can.
call anyone fat.
Right, he is weighty. I know. I've seen that on
And
him.
what about that JD? Was it Big P? This is the
I know.
reason she's called Big, because she's bleeding big. And this is it. So it's
Horrible,
like, you know, what planet are you on? The horrible, nasty, vile thing he's got as a
Lord.
friend.
Well,
But
I
The
quite
apple doesn't
enjoy.
fall
Well,
far
the
from the
thing is,
tree.
well, the other thing is though, you know, when people are putting like stupid comments on things, me and a couple of my pals quite enjoy the ridiculous comments. So all it does is entertain me further, because I'm not bothered what strangers think about me. Do you know what I mean? They don't know who I am. They don't know anything about me. I've never met him. Like if he feels the need to pass judgment on me without actually having a conversation with me or knowing anything about me, then that's his problem, not mine.
He makes out to people that he does know. You see, Chrissie, and like, if a man speaks about a woman the way he spoke about you, he's not worth the carrot, and he's no man. He's not.
But to get this, what gets me, Mandy, how low is it to go after Chrissie, who hasn't had any words with him, to get at Craig? That's sick. I'm sure I've said this before. I'm sure what's the saying that's come out now? Licks both sides of the stamp. I'm sure he does, because he seems obsessed with Craig. He does. He's obsessed with him.
YFS. That's all you'd have to say to him. YFS, because that's what he is. Because he's a.
He definitely does something wrong with
it.
What
Means
does it mean?
your fanny stinks. That's not a swear word, and either fanny's not.
No, it can mean bottom, can't
I
it?
know. So it's not that I always put on it YFS. You know, every time he starts carrying on, like
we had. Didn't you see the live the other day? We had Fanny Destroyer on. You know, and he was doing about, you know, stuffing birds. So Fanny isn't a bad word.
I know, it's what I mean. Oh, and do you know the Cumbrian truth? How calm's he gone, eh? I was made up with him the other night, and he's gone all grown up, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's changed his life around, and that's it. So
well, that's good. I'm made up. You know, it takes a lot, doesn't it? And you can hear it in his voice, the way he speaks and everything. I thought, well, wow, you really have grown up.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Like, it's all good and well, like trying to better yourself, but you have to be able to, like, the actions have to go with it. You just sit here and say, "Oh, I do better now," but you, like, it has to. When people do better, I think it's obvious. Do you know what I mean? Just in their general demeanor or their life or the what they get up to.
You could actually know on the. I was watching Anne the other night, and I could hear it. You know, even the way he dealt with things, and even the way he was talking, it sounds like a completely different person, doesn't it, Anne? I was really up with them, you know.
I think when you know you're growing up when you lead your own life and you do your own things and you don't let anyone else.
I know.
Influence you, and he's very strong. It's embarrassing talking about him when he's in the chat, isn't it? You feel he'll be absolutely shining red his face now. It will be.
No, I don't mind him. I think he's all right. He is. He's
I'm not singing for nobody. Piers.
I'll sing. You'll pay me not to then. And he might buy you a coffee then.
Chrissie was the first person to wish me a happy birthday, and she sent us a voice note at bang on 12 o'clock singing happy birthday down the phone.
I drove home counting down the minute, and then like my Carter's like auto like send thing, so I had my finger ready to press record to Rachel.
Well, Castro, Cumbrian, you've got to give yourself a witchy name to come on. I know that Mandy couldn't be asked, but you know, we all made the effort, but she couldn't be asked.
I was going to call reference myself towards a pig, and then it changed my mind.
But yeah, you've got to change your name. So make sure you've got a name ready, and I'll put the link out for you.
What do you do for Christmas? Like,
I'm not the nicest. Well, only since our Dan went, don't really speak to people on Christmas Day. I do on Boxing Day, but on Christmas Day, I just don't bother, Chrissie, to be honest with you. It's just the same note. I just miss our Dan.
Oh.
Yeah, it will be.
I'm backwards and forwards from I live across the road from the cemetery now. I've moved, and I just go backwards and forwards, manic myself out all day. And I don't know why I do it. I do it every year. But I just feel as if I know it sounds weird, this, but do you know, I feel as if I go and enjoy myself. I'm doing something bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes
I know
sense.
that's a full.
Well,
Yeah.
I think this is why Craig's never celebrated it for years. Like after his mum passed, I think it was like a
not the same
thing his mum pushed. Not pushed, but like, do you know what I mean? So him and his dad have just never really bothered with it. And then I'm here
Oh
for
God.
lights dancing about.
Hey, but you've got to see
It's
this.
supposed to be about family, hasn't it? Isn't it? A night to me. How can it be family when he's
Hey,
not?
well,
Yeah.
just let's
well, to be fair, it's
this.
not all it's
Just let's
cracked up to be. You
introduce
know,
it.
I spend the morning
Do you know
opening
what?
presents with 7 kids and then hide in the
You
kitchen with a
bleeding
bottle of
bitch,
wine for the rest of the day.
A lot of you. Like, shut up and let me get a word in. Look, when Anne speaks, everyone falls silent in respect for my wisdom and age.
Love
Like
you,
they say.
Anne.
No, I've got to say this, right? Wait until you see. Do you know how I told Cumbrian Truth to put a witch's name on? Just show your face first, Cumbrian, so I know it's you. There we go. So here we go. You take your face off now. Here we go. Wait until you see the witch's name is chosen.
Where is it? I can't see that. What's it say, Anne?
Maria Howard.
Maria. Well, he's not a far from wrong, is he?
How we doing, ladies?
You doing
Hi.
good, Ashley?
Hello.
How are you?
How we
love?
doing?
Hey.
I'm doing all right. So I just chilling. I thought I'll pop on for 5.
Are you gonna sing for us?
No, Rach, come on, please sing for me because you've got a fantastic voice.
Absolutely no chance.
Hasn't she?
I watched that video about 9 times. I thought it was absolutely amazing.
That was in Liverpool, that.
Was it?
Yeah.
There's a couple of videos. I've got some videos of Rachel on the karaoke.
Oh, whack 'em up, man, Chrissie, on your channel there. Absolutely, she's got some voice on her. I bet she's going red now.
She's got the X Factor, hasn't she?
Oh, definitely. I was like, I clicked on it. I was like,
Rach,
wow.
you come and sing for me in the town hall next year?
I'll be back down.
I know for them.
She's getting embarrassed. She's
no
getting
serious
embarrassed.
silence. Remembrance even are doing the town hall every year. Why don't you come and sing for the victim families?
Oh, I feel like I can't say no.
No, you can't.
I'll be there. I want front row tickets.
Okay.
When will it be?
Normally, it's National Murder Day, the 25th of September, but I can only have the Friday or Saturday. So whatever date it falls on, neither before or just after it.
Right.
That weekend.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that for you.
Okay, yeah.
What's next for the channel, Chrissie?
I can't cook like that, but you can stay.
Don't know. Nothing
Come
exciting.
on. He's doing EastEnders special, man, for Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't watch it, right? But I follow it on Facebook, so I know everything that's happening. I was trying to explain it to my friend at the weekend. Hollyoaks. I'm probably living Hollyoaks.
Oh, come on, please.
Never watched it. Never watched it.
Oh, Anne, you don't know what you're missing.
I've seen about 2 episodes of my entire life. It's not for me. Like
Liverpool. Not one of them are from Liverpool.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They don't even speak like they're from Liverpool. They speak like they're
I
from
only found out a couple of weeks ago that Brookside is an actual place.
Yeah.
Like the street is a real street where people actually live. That blew my head off. That.
Yeah.
Right by, more so by where Anne lives than I do, but it's only round the corner.
Brookside Close. I didn't even like that program.
I know, I didn't like it either. The acting was bad in that, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
really
think.
bad.
Do you know who I thought was brilliant?
And
it shows
what
you.
about Barry Grant? Apart from Barry Grant, he was gorgeous, wasn't he?
But what do you know? Do you remember what was her name? Jennifer. What was her name? Another pretty one. She went.
Ellison.
Ellison.
Jennifer
yeah.
Ellison.
Ellis. She was a brilliant actress. I thought she was the way when she was being really, she was really a bitch, and for such a young age, and she's a brilliant dancer as well. She's a fully trained dancer, absolutely fantastic. But she's one of the most professional people you'll ever meet, and yet you think, oh, the blonde hair and all this, and the way she carried on in Brookside, but I thought her acting in Brookside was absolutely spot on. Fantastic actress.
I remember
But she was
having
only
a
seen
very
for a
brief pop career.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she was also connected to all the dickheads in Liverpool, wasn't she?
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, she used to have all kinds of trouble, but absolutely fantastic. She was an all-arounder. She could dance. She was in the film, wasn't she? Phantom of the Opera.
Was she?
Yeah.
Which
She's been in a couple of films.
Yeah. Well, do you know where dance studios? Do you remember where the old where you used to get registry office used to be?
Yeah.
Well, her dance studio's in there now.
Yeah. Oh, she's extremely good. Very talented.
Jennifer Metcalf's got cancer in Hollyoaks at the minute, so she's doing like a proper, like freak, like harsh storyline. Like she's dying.
I haven't watched it for years.
Jack was giving us
it's great.
a rundown of EastEnders last night about, I've got no idea who Linda even is, about Linda hallucinating that she died and she didn't. I don't know.
But Danny Dyer's apparently supposed to be coming back into EastEnders.
I do need to watch that.
I haven't watched EastEnders since Phil Mitchell got shot.
Yeah,
Bradley fell off the roof.
I missed 4 days worth of Coronation Street in Emmerdale last time I gave birth, and I couldn't catch up, so I just never went back to watching it.
Oh, I stopped. Look, do you know how long it is since I've watched Coronation Street? I used to watch it when
That's 8 years for me.
when you had Hilda Ogden, Stan, Ina Sharples, and all them, the greats, Beth Lynch. They were all the greats. It's not the same. They were great back then. But again, I'm an old fart, so I won't appreciate that. Things move on, will I? But it was good in those old days.
You couldn't beat Dirty Den.
Dirty Den.
Yeah.
I missed the Richard Hillman days. I was just talking about that the other day on Coronation Street. Richard Hillman was an absolute treat.
Which one was he?
Gail's one of Gail's husbands, the murderer.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Norman Bates with the briefcase, she called him. I'll never forget that ever.
I like it.
I remember him. Yeah, that was good.
He was some boy, Richard Hillman. He killed Maxine. Tried to kill Ashley.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember Maxine.
Yeah, Ashley and Maxine.
So what are you all doing on Christmas Day? What are you doing, Anne?
I'm going to be, I say, me neighbours having a lot of strife at the moment, so I'll be going around making sure she's okay. I'm going to be cooking a meal for her and her dogs as well. And
what are you going to say?
And I'm actually making, this is it. No, you're making your wreath, Chrissie. What I'm doing, I'm deciding, if you read about this Dubai chocolate that everyone's raving about.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I've got all the ingredients to make that, and it's right what people say, that pistachio cream that you have to use. It's so expensive. It cost me $17.99 for a small jar.
Yeah,
Very
but it's
expensive.
nice.
Yeah, I've never had it, so I'm going to make those Dubai chocolate bars.
I'm just going to open presents with my kids on Christmas Day morning and then hide in the kitchen and cook food with wine and cry
it's for
properly.
kids, isn't it? This was say Christmas is for kids.
Yeah, I miss it. No, since man have grown up, it's not the same anymore, is it?
It's not. It's for little kids. You want to hear the excitement and all the chat and all
well,
that.
I've missed 10 years worth of Christmas, and this is my first one with my family.
Oh,
well, that's good.
So I'm looking forward to it. Like a lot of, I'm off the drink, so it's just going to be a lot of food. What's up, Mandy?
I said, how are you coping?
Oh, it's hard.
I know.
It's better keeping off it and keeping off the other stuff like the weed and that, and then you're not back on the blue mattress, are you?
No.
No, it's going well.
I haven't had a smoke for 113 days.
Good
Very
on
well,
you.
yeah.
You'll-
So well.
What does
Doing
that
very
say?
well.
I can't see nothing. I haven't got my glasses on, you know.
And I've been offered to play Pat Butcher on New EastEnders.
Who is it?
PP.
PP.
Okay.
I just
I
told him
don't think
Kevin.
it's the real PP somehow. I don't think it's the real one. Hey, well, Kelsey, check if that's the real PP. Come on, my member of staff, my only member of staff.
I just go with my parents on Christmas Day, and my mum works, so we don't have Christmas dinner till tea time. And my dad dresses up as Santa and takes
Oh.
the two security guards at his work like a sandwich with like a Christmas sandwich with pigs and blankets and turkey and
What
that.
sort of fucking bakers does he work at? And need 2 security guards?
Tap.
Well, and he also does breakfast with Santa for kids all the way through Christmas.
Oh,
And
isn't that nice?
he was. I was talking to him the other day about, it, and he was like, "It's such a big responsibility, you know, because you don't want to ruin a kid's like experience of Santa. I have to stand in the storeroom and prep myself 10 minutes before." I'm
I
like,
took mine to
"Really?"
see the Santa bus last night, and it's for the first time Santa actually got off the bus
Did
Oh,
he?
and he come to, well, he's not scared to stop where we live, Chrissy. I'm only joking. But
Hey, was
no,
it great?
he pulled up at Heworth Metro and got off the bus there, and they were like collecting for the Children's Cancer Trust, and he got photos took with all the kids and stuff. It's
Oh,
I think
fantastic.
they get off at the shop next to Craig's, but it was like running 40 minutes behind, so I just
Yeah.
followed it live and went and parked next to it.
Yeah.
you
I'm
have
on the phone to me, man, following him
you
down
have
the
the
street.
big lorry or what is it on the Coke one, isn't it? You like
Yeah.
what's on the telly?
Yeah,
You have that
yeah.
going to the old city as well.
Yeah, we'll have that here as well.
Yeah.
But we've got like the local bus company does like this. It's called the Santa bus, and it's like an open top bus that just drives the entire route of Tyne and Weir over the course of about 2-3 weeks,
Oh,
with Santa
nice.
and the elves and stuff on, and covered in lights and playing Christmas music. It's class.
Well,
We have
we parked on like the edge of this roundabout as it came round, and Craig was like, "Why is it going so fast?" And then as it like zoomed past us, because it was obviously trying to catch up, and there was no one stood where we were, just me and him. I just heard this elf at the back go, "Merry Christmas to you too."
We have that one. If you heard it, Mandy, it
Which
comes round very close to Christmas Day. I think it's Christmas Eve, and it's carol singing, and it goes all round this area. And that's all you hear is this carol singing. It's only a small truck, but it's all lit up with lights. But I always wondered who does that.
I know
Jumping around like a psychopath. What are you doing?
they have a Father Christmas from Netherly that goes around all the areas as well. I know they do, and in Toxteth they do like they put stamps on this, like I think it's supposed to be like a sleigh, and it goes right through Toxteth. But I think each area does like their own thing, don't they?
Yeah. Who the hell's is that? You?
Oh, it's my dog going absolute mad over the tree. Get off.
I've walked out of one room because of my dog jumping around like a fucking idiot, and now my cat's
Oh,
doing
mine's
do
going
you
for
mind?
work.
What's your language,
Sorry,
Glinda?
man. Sorry, Anne.
The good witch of the north would not use such foul language.
But
Not
is
with
she really that
beautiful
good?
chiffon dress
Is she
on.
really that good?
Yeah, with that beautiful chiffon dress on, she'd never speak like
I have
that.
got a beautiful. I've got a beautiful hoodie.
Oh well.
Is it chiffon?
No, I think
pink
it's some
chiffon.
sort of cotton polyester blend, but it's nice.
Yeah, but it's nearly chiffon.
Anyway, if you ever wanted one of those dresses that Glinda wears, I can make them.
Can you?
Yeah, when I was working in the theatre, I learned how to do historical costumes, and those
I
ones
would
with the
go to Asda
panniers,
and
they
stuff
call
in that
them.
dress if I had one.
Well, if I could finish my bragging and boasting, I would appreciate it. But anyway, where the hips come out, it comes out the sides. Well, they're panniers, and I used to be able to make them, and I used to do theatre productions, and for a short while, this was doing the costumes. And he used to have some of the women with the hips, and if they held their arms out, the hips on the dress would be as wide as their arms hanging out. It's all bone and all stuff to try and get it done. But that's my boast. Yes, I can make historical costumes. The only thing I've never mastered is Elizabethan ruffs. Because
I've played Dorothy and I've played Annie, so there's my bragging. And I played Frenchie in Greece because I was too scared to do Sandy.
Did you? Yeah, I'd love to. Andy. Why did you have like a singing career? And that, Rach.
No, I did. I used to do pubs and clubs years ago. But I used to do theatre when I was younger.
Well, you should
Well, you'll have to give Anne's audience a taste of your voice.
Yeah, you will.
I'll send down some videos and she can play them at her own free will.
Yeah.
Didn't miss a beat there, did he?
He's desperate for it, isn't he?
Oh no,
I just know talent when I see it.
Oh,
no, you know, because you know when I put up on your birthday that video of us when we were in town,
yeah.
he wrote on it, didn't you? You
He
said,
did, I
"I'll
seen
go."
it.
Oh, straight away.
Yeah, he was. No, you should do a lot of singing. Rach, you're really good at it, you know, love.
I stopped doing it when I had kids because it's kind of unsociable, isn't it?
I know, but you are good at it. You still should do it, and you can bring all that lovely talent to Liverpool next year for me.
Thanks. Craig's been on about getting us in the studio to do some stuff for like 3 years now, but I'm still waiting. I'll still be waiting another 3 years. It's fine.
Oh,
But
Rach, put your head out, lad.
so, Chrissie, what are you going to bring to this event?
What event?
Rachel's going to sing.
Rachel's studio time.
No.
No.
Mandy's event.
Oh, do you know, I do a remembrance evening. It's not, don't get me wrong, it's not like church or not like that, because I won't have it, because we've been through enough. So it's like a celebration of life, you know, it's for all like the parents and who've lost kids or loved ones, you know, to murder or manslaughter.
Yeah.
And I'd make sure that they have a good time. So I have victim families talking, I have acts on, we have the mayor and all that going on. But I have the Lipper School, which is the Paul McCartney School. They've been singing for me, and they're gonna come back again next year. So I have
what mayor are you talking about?
Oh, mate, not Joanne Anderson. When Joanne Anderson left,
No, I mean I know that, but I mean, is it that bleeding?
That the Lib Deb fella, the one with the glasses on, the owl fella, he's a bit strange.
Yeah.
It's just that there's the Metro mayor, isn't there?
Yeah, Steve
Rotherham.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be in the same room as him. I'd absolutely hammer him.
I don't like
verbally.
either.
The things I know about him, I'd rip his throat out with my mouth if I got the chance.
Oh no, he's not nice. None of them are in that council, though, are they?
They're all the most seedy, disrespectful, disgusting.
Correct.
They act like Freemasons, let's put it that way,
Yes.
but really bad Freemasons.
Yeah, and they think that they control everyone in this city, and like they're in charge, and it's down to them, and it's not. So
but
who do you vote for, Mandy?
I don't vote. I've never voted. It's all corrupt, in my opinion, so I don't vote.
We reformed UK for myself, like.
You see, in Liverpool.
What you've got to remember, though, this is the thing. Don't go falling for it because they're saying the right things and all that. If you would like Thatcherism back, conservative Thatcherism, that's what you'll get with reform, because they are all, if you notice them, they're all Tories. Very, very hard-staying Thatcherite Tories when you look at them. So if you want Tories in, but really strict Tories, that's what reform you get.
Yeah.
It sounds nice that they're going to do this, they're going to do that, they're going to do the other, but essentially you're getting the Tories back in.
I just hate when you listen to them talk and they're like, so and so's done. They spend more time talking about what somebody else has done wrong than like how they're actually going to do something right. And I get
100%.
like, I zone out straight away because I'm like, I don't care what's happened. Tell me how you're going to fix it.
You're going to do it, that's it.
Yeah, it's talk. To me, talk it's cheap. I mean, for the past 6 years, I've had MPs. I've even been to the House of Commons and spoken there. Have promised me the world, and I've never had it.
Never got it. This is what I said to Sammy Woodhouse. She was the one, the Rochdale groom, and she was the first one to speak out about it being a survivor of it. Now, I told Sammy early on she was going to she was being used by the police and all this.
Yeah.
She was going to the Home Office, the Home Secretary. I said, you're just getting in there and letting them use you for propaganda. They're not going to change it. And she wouldn't listen. And I've always said about Sammy Woodhouse that what she was, and you can see it now the way she's turned out. It was all right. She had a horrible experience, but by God, she was going to ride that to get celebrity and fame, and it was always about her. It
Yeah.
was always her. She was the main one. She would never have done that unless she got a good earning out of it, a hell of a good earning out of it. But now she turned around. This was the Sammy that was slagging off Tommy Robinson. She was on Newsnight. He never exposed any grooming gangs. He never did, which he didn't. It wasn't him that exposed them. But she was going on and she didn't like him and all this. Guess what she's doing now that no one else wants her? She's in with Tommy Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's famous at the moment. And people, like I said, would happen to her. I said, you'll be tomorrow's chip paper.
Yeah.
I said, they're just using you for propaganda.
Correct.
And that's exactly what they were doing, using it for propaganda. And so she wants the fame. So it's like, oh, Tommy's great. Tommy's wonderful. Oh, crap, it is. Absolutely crap.
Do you know, I've got a little bit of news. I met Idris Elba, you know. I went to London a couple of weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah. So
I'm so jealous.
To the end of January or February, there's going to be like a documentary out on Channel 4. And myself and I think it's 14 other victim families, from all over the UK.
Yeah.
So we had our photograph taken, and it's being put up in this gallery in London after Christmas and that. And it's just basically from victim families, and then you'd have the ambulance men because they're there on the scene, then the police. So it's really good. So that's coming out in the end of January or February. Yeah, but what a gorgeous man.
But
Idris Elba.
Oh, he's gorgeous, isn't he?
That's brilliant. But PP, Casey Hopkins. Casey Hopkins. I was going to say, what do you say?
Yeah.
It's spelled. I can tell you now, if I had it on, that's suddenly my channel in trouble, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say one thing about it. People think that I'm so woke, so snowflake. I'm not. I'm woke in some things, and other things I'm not. But one thing I certainly don't agree with is censoring people like her. She does come out with horrible things, and she should rein it in. But she has caused debates to happen that needed to happen. And so you've got to give her that credit. She has done that.
She says she can be quite nasty, don't get me wrong. I don't like the nastiness from her, but she has got a point on a lot of things.
She's a proper knobhead, but I don't disagree with a lot of what she says.
I know.
Yeah.
It's how she says it. It's the problem.
That's it. No, it's the delivery.
Yeah, the delivery.
The shock factor gets people's attention, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. I'm all for people actually debating things, and that's why I can't stand all this, especially in the LGBTQI community where people are getting cancelled for saying things. It's like, wait a minute, as long as they're not being out and out insulting or preaching out now hate, fine, but just, they've got to get
people
over
have their
themselves.
opinion.
Yeah, have an opinion. And someone turning around and saying, oh, I don't think trans women are women, right? Is that the end of the world? Is that going to destroy everything?
You're entitled to your belief.
Are they going to torment that person and beat them up and destroy their lives? No, they're not.
But people, I just think everyone's got their own opinion. You just be nice with it, though. You don't have to be that bad.
A good 75% of the problem is other people getting offended on other people's behalf.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh, Cumberland's gone. I'll put the link out in case he's done it by accident.
I say this all the time, right? If you don't like something and you're offended by something, just don't watch it. It's not affecting your life personally. You don't need to do something about it. Like if don't get us wrong, we'll all advocate for the things you believe in, right? That's fine. You believe in them and you advocate because you want a better life. But if you're offended by something you've watched, you don't have to watch it. Go and watch something else.
Exactly. You don't have to remove yourself out of that situation. That's all you have to do, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't have to go out your way to ruin that person's life for no reason.
Correct. No.
Stop phoning off, Carm, and just turn the channel over.
Well, like I said this before, you know that when Russell Brand rang Fawlty Towers person's daughter.
Oh yeah.
There was more complaints about that than people that watched it. like
Really?
the views. So that meant more people went out their way afterwards to go and find it and then complain about it.
Well, I've always said, you know, people who get offended on behalf of others, and I've met people like this, and they'll actually watch things knowing that's going to wind them up, but they'll watch them to get wind up. Now you say, well, don't watch if you don't want to. But this is getting offended on behalf of someone else. And I had a friend like that who was continually outraged by something that an injustice that had happened to some celebrity or something, and it's terrible and all this. And I used to always say to him, and say, do you think they'd give a rat's tiny one if it happened to you? I said, do you think
Exactly.
that would register with them? I said, it wouldn't. So I said, why are you getting upset on their behalf? Let them deal with it.
No, no, you're right.
Yes, that's what I always say anyway.
Madness.
Is not to react, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, people do.
I know.
I just don't understand why you want to waste your life making yourself unhappy. Like,
Exactly.
go and do something that makes you happy.
Yeah. No, I get
Some
that.
people do.
Unless being
Some
miserable makes them happy in a weird.
I used to have an uncle like that. He was a lovely man. He was my uncle. On my mama's side, Irish man he was. And my mama used to tell me, she'd say he'd actually listen. There used to be a thing he used to go on the radio called Mrs. Dale's Diary. And she said he'd put it on listening to it so he could deaf and blind at it, calling it all the RLFs and this and the other. He hated it. And she'd say, why are you watching it? He said, because and he'd really get wound up by it. But he was a lovely fella, he was.
I'll never understand it, especially in this day and age. Like, if that person's not like, I don't know. The other thing is that the internet just lets people that have got like crazy problems twist things into things that they're not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And not everyone sees things the same way that you see it, do they? I know that, because I help people for, like, the job that I do when I do it. I like it. I do because I enjoy doing it. But a lot of people kind of like think that it's their right, isn't it? If you get what I mean. And it's not. But I'll still help them anyway, even though they carry on willful or anything else, because I think that's just your nature, isn't it? The way you are.
Yeah, true.
Go on, Rach. What, love?
No, I fully agree with Welsh Girl in the chat. She's saying people are not happy. They don't like saying other people are happy.
Oh, no, I just have to. I mean, I'm very open and I have got much of a filter, but I wouldn't go out my way to intentionally hurt someone if you know what I mean. You don't do that. There's other ways of dealing with it. I mean, I'd rather just go and see that person face to face and say what I've got to say. And do that. You don't have to be nasty all the time, do you?
Well, exactly. You don't have to be nasty to get your point across. There's ways and means of like having a conversation with people. We're all adults. You don't have to.
That's why I just say YFS, Chris, all the time. I go, YFS. You're not bothering me, YFS.
I think what it is, it's if it's also how someone says something to you, because I've been where we all will have been in this. Someone says something to you, and it's the way they say it, and it gets you back up, and then you go at them. I've done that. I've had people doing that, but again, I've done it to people without knowing it. I've got a horrible.
I say that to my kids on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like, what's your attitude? What do you mean? It's not. I only said this. It's not what you're saying. It's the way that you're saying it.
The way you're saying it. Now
I get that. I mean, we've all been there. We've all lost our temper with the way someone spoke to her or things people have said to her over the years. But I just I don't know if it's just age, but I just feel like I'm at a point where I'm like, why do you care this much about this?
I know, just don't care. It doesn't matter then, does it?
Yeah,
I struggle to care about things I'm supposed to care about,
I know
things that I don't need to.
Well, we've all got to care about Ashley. He's buggered off.
Oh, can we say hello to Ice Queen, our gorgeous Ice Queen, who's just popped up in the chat then, because she's like a little love. Because Dodgy Dave's back, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait.
He's put a video up with music on with a picture of his face, hasn't he?
I don't know. He said he's been watching for 6 months. I can't wait for him to come back, because it'll make my
He'll not have a frigging clue what's going on, bless him.
Oh,
I think he will. He will.
Yeah, he's been watching. He's not soft, is he? There he is. Sound.
He's definitely much in certain person. Absolutely.
You know what? Somebody said to me the other day, right? We were talking about Secret Santa at work, and I wouldn't tell them who they had. And she went, "Yeah, don't be stale." I was like, "What sort of insult's that? Don't be stale."
What's that mean, Steel?
Stale, like like bread.
Oh, she wanted to know who the Secret Santa was.
That mean like don't be boring.
Yeah, well, I think so, but like I thought it was just an odd way of like don't be stale.
Well, I'm stale then. Say I'm stale. What's your name? So,
but I got a new trendy saying. I know but I'm always with it, as you know. I'm always on. It's fire. It's fire,
you're
man.
on fire.
No, not on fire. It's fire.
It's fire.
That's old fashioned now. You're on fire. It's fire.
Or we say it's sick.
Fire's the new one.
Fire's the new one. So
do you say it's sick, Rachel?
It's
I hate that.
No, that's how my kids talk.
I hate that.
Everyone up here says it. Or
I know, proper sick, and it's like, oh, get a life.
You go, you're on it, la. That does my head in.
Yeah. But the thing is, when you hear them, it's all right when you hear a kid saying or a teen saying it, but when you see someone in the force going, oh, proper sick, and it's like, oh, no, please don't. Please don't. It's embarrassing.
Do you know a lot of people force a Liverpool accent? We don't actually speak that way. If I'm being honest with you, it's forced.
It's forced. I used to say that. I don't know whether you remember. Do you remember Scouse Emma?
Yeah.
And she's, like, and all this. You have to force yourself to talk like that.
Yeah.
To get that sound, because you hear it, you'll hear them. We hear them all the time. You hear them ones. It's usually girls seem to want to do it. And they go, oh, like, no, this girl. And they've got filthy mouths on them.
Yeah.
That is not natural.
I know.
You have got to force that sound to get into it.
know.
You've got to train yourself to do it over a period of time. And I don't know why, because you see some beauty. I've always said this. You see a beautiful woman opens her mouth.
Yeah.
And it's like it takes the beauty right away. You might as well just go out and look like an absolute tramp, because it takes the beauty away, the voice. The voice is important to the look.
I've got a friend that I always say she's beautiful until she opens her mouth, and then everyone like just sits and stares at her as she talks.
Yeah.
And she's like, the stuff that comes out of her mouth's vile.
Yeah. This is what I mean. It's just it does. I don't know why
they sailor most of the time, so I can't really comment.
Well,
she's got the words Newcastle, no hassle tattooed around her belly button.
Have you?
Oh my good lord!
No, not here, a friend.
I've got NFC on my wrist that I really regret. I got it when I was 19, but I haven't gone that far.
What does that say, Anne?
Sorry, girls, my battery died. Thank you for having me on, Anne, and respect to the panel. That's Ashley.
Oh, bless them.
Oh, thank you, Ashley.
But yeah, I always say, oh God, no. If a lady, this is where, I mean, not everyone. Now you see some absolutely beautiful young ladies who know how to, carry themselves and speak and talk and all that. But there's nothing more charming, is there, than a beautiful woman with a beautiful personality. There's nothing more charming than that. So they do themselves wrong when they go down this and all that road. It's like
horrible, isn't it?
It's horrible, absolutely horrible. And that's they force themselves, and you usually get a filthy mouth with it. And that's another thing. Filthy mouth on a man isn't nice. A filthy mouth on a woman is really, really not nice. Not nice at all. But that's me.
On that note, I'm going to love yous and leave yous because I need the loo and I need to get my children settled.
Well, that's not very. You could have turned around and said you needed to take your poodle for a walk, couldn't you?
I would just say I need to whip my letters up here, to be fair. And
oh my God. Do you know what I'm telling you now? Chrissie, I'm banning you from associating.
Chrissie's laughing because Chrissie knows.
Anyway, thank you for coming on, Glinda. Good Witch of the North.
Thank you for having me.
Are you good Witch of the North? That's the question.
I am the best Witch of the North.
You know,
Chrissie's got the hat, so she kind of wins today.
Yeah. So, bye-bye, darling. Thank you for coming on.
I'll speak to you later. Lovely to speak to you.
Bye, Rachel.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Love.
I'm gonna go and wrap my Christmas present.
Oh, here we go. This is it. You see, Mandy, what happens to you? Oh, now they're bugging off the board. Oh, the board.
I'm not bored. I've just got
that's
like
good.
8
Don't
things
worry.
to do.
Don't worry about my feelings.
You'll just
It's
talk
okay,
about you
don't
when
you?
you go.
I mean, I may be a pensioner. I know I don't matter. I know that at my age, I should accept the fact
Of
that I
course you
don't
matter,
matter.
Anne.
I know that. I should know that I'm invisible now. I
You
don't
know.
matter.
Oh, now we love you.
And don't forget, everyone, I've got a buy me a coffee if anyone feels sympathetic towards me.
Oh,
Anyway, oh,
Come
see,
on,
blatant
guys,
beg.
buy Anne a coffee.
Blatant beg I am.
buy
Blatant
her
beg.
Anna coffee because she's lovely and we love her.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
thirsty.
lovely.
And
I'm
she's not
lovely.
just for Christmas, you know.
I'm not just for Christmas a pensioner,
Yeah.
a tranny
She's
pensioner.
freezing.
Apparently I'm a
She's
tranny.
freezing.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, that was nothing I want to say. There's this thing going around that apparently, honest to God, I said years ago that I was transgender. I never said it was transgender. Whoever said it was pretending to be me, but that's the latest thing that's going around. Oh, yeah, there we are, Kelsey. Oh, you're a good girl. Kelsey's a good girl. But anyway, I shall start winding up now. But thank you for coming on, Chrissie. Thank you for coming on, Mandy.
You're
and
welcome.
we'll do this again
Craig said
next
he was
week.
gonna Craig told me to send him the link and he was gonna sneak on and he had decided on a funny name because I told him it had to be witch related. And I think he's fell asleep.
I think
Well,
he
this is it.
been giving it loads in the comments, has he?
What did I tell you? You don't control him well enough. If you had him under control, he wouldn't dare fall asleep. That's what do you think?
I'm not. He's at his house tonight, and he's been with like decorating. I've persuaded him that he needs a walk-in wardrobe.
Oh,
very good.
So
But
he's
you
just
think-
clearing all his old clothes and stuff out to make a walk-in wardrobe, and all his sorting through all his stuff slowly. And I think it's tired him out.
Oh, poor precious little
That's to
thing.
put all
I'm
his
telling you now.
Balenciagos in.
You know, he's lucky.
Yeah.
You know, whenever he starts acting up, just say to him or moan and say to him, you know what? It could be worse. You could be Anne's plaything. And Anne is very strict with the playthings.
He'd probably enjoy it.
Let's put it this way.
Yeah, I think he will.
Until now, no acting up. If you like a strict mistress, that's me. A very strict. I should have gone into that game, you know, but I was always too like, oh God, no, I couldn't be a prosy, but I should have, you know. I should have.
I think you'd be good at it. Not
I
a
would.
prosy. Not a prosy.
Yeah, do you what you a bit of humiliation. That would yeah, I'd be good at doing that, humiliating people. Oh yeah, I'll get you on Cumbrian Truth. Don't worry. So anyway, I shall say good night, Joe.
Bye.
Thank you, Chrissie, and thank you, Mandy, and I'll catch up with you after this.
All
So
right, see you
take care,
soon.
dolls.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye everyone.
And thank you to everyone who joined in. Everyone in the chat. I keep on moving me bleeding face away from this mic. I keep on forgetting I've got to talk right into it. But everyone that joined in, thank you all, darlings. And so what will I leave you with? Here we are. What shall I leave, if I can find the right button to press? What shall I leave you all with? Let's see. Oh, I suppose this is good. This will wake you all up.